Hello, so today I'm out doing a quick review of the Pomoly Chalet 70 Pro. I've used this thing a couple of times, so I thought I'd just do a quick video of it. The dimensions are, the pack are 50 by 50 by 20 and it weighs 4.9 kilogram. Other than that, there's not much else to say, so I'll get it fixed up and show you. As you can see, got two normal clips, compression straps and a nice big zip. Once you get it out, another strap on top with a nice little clip rather than those daft tiny things. And there's your tent. Unroll it. I didn't pack it away very well last time I used it. With a bit of a rush. If you've seen that video, it was the one where I had to bail out about 3 in the morning because my daughter wasn't very happy. You get two nice chunky poles. And you get 12, if I remember right, 12 really big, nice meaty stakes or pegs. Like I said, this tent weighs best part of 5 kilogram, so it's not light by any means, but it is a hot tent, so it's not supposed to be. Let's get these shifted out of the way, and then I'll talk you through bringing it up. So pegging it out is pretty self-explanatory really, as most tents are. You just find the corner. I've already done the back corner, so nice stake down there. I'm not going to bother doing it properly because I'm not staying here. So, and there are two just here as well, one on either side. But if you use those, you're not going to be able to peg it all out. You run out of pegs, which is a little bit irritating. So now it's just a case of putting the poles in and guying it out. So I'll get that prepared and bring you back. As you can see, I've already done the other side. Don't think there was any point in showing you this twice. So the one thing this tent doesn't have is instructions, which is a bit irritating. So I'm not sure if this pole is supposed to go on this side of the door or between the door and the bug net. I've put it between the door and the bug net just because that seems to be where it has the most reinforcement. But I'm not sure on the actual process, if I'm honest. So there's a little loop down there for the pole. Stand it up. You literally just guy it out like so. And that is pretty much the basic shape. You've got 3 of these on either side, so I'm going to go around and I'm going to get them all pegged out. Then I'll bring you back and we'll have a good look at it. There you have it. So that's all set up. Like I said before, it is a hot tent. So there's the stove jack, that's all sewn in. This has got the scratchy end of a Velcro there. I'm not really sure what that's for. I'll cut that out when we get to winter, because I mean, we're in not winter at all now. At the moment we're into April here, so I got this at the wrong time of the year, if I'm honest. So, the one difference between this and the last year's is this one's got a sewn in ground sheet. If you look in the corner, the far right corner over there, it's got a heat-proof area where your stove would go right under the jack. We've got some toggles here, so if you don't want to use the poles, you can put a ridge line up, swing and hang it between 2 trees. Probably frees up a little bit of space. Obviously, can't really do that here. So one thing I do like is that you can do the doors independently. So the outer door can be put up out of the way, but you've still got the bug net. So it's plenty big enough for one person and a stove. I did get 2 people in here, but the condensation was horrific. It was probably my fault. I'd just bought it and I wanted to use it. So it was pretty stupid idea, to be fair. You know what it's like when you get a new tent. But I'm going to get inside and show you around in there. Here we are. It's a bit of a palace, really. So I've got 2 vents, one on either side. They do zip up. When you have got them unzipped, there's nowhere to put them. You kind of have to roll them up. There's nothing to tie them out with. I'll just show you what I meant earlier. So that on the outside, that's another loop. So you can peg that down and it tightens all the inside up. But if you do that, you haven't got enough pegs, you're too short. I mean, I know it's a relatively cheap hot tent, but you do expect to have all the pegs that you need to set it up. There is no interior pockets for storage either. I mean, I'm going on about little niggly bits here more than anything. With it being single skinned, like I said, the condensation inside can get really bad. But I think this is either a hot tent or a tent for the height of summer when you can have the main doors open and just the bug net. I would like to use it like that, and I will be. I'm looking forward to getting the hot tent. I haven't even got a stove at this point, so for next winter, I'm looking forward to that. All in all, I'm really impressed. There is a hook there and a hook there, just above the doors. We put a ridge line up there, to hang anything out of the way. That's going to be my storage area. They Pomoly they have got a new tent out called the June, I think June 1 or something like that. It's not much more expensive than this. It's roughly the same price. If I'd have waited and not got this, I'd have been having that instead, because that's got poles around the outside and a mesh in there and everything, and it just looks, it looks cool. I'm gonna have to annoy the missus by I'm gonna want that. But all in all, I quite like this. I'm looking forward to using it. I'm just staring into space now. I just like being in a tent, if I'm honest. It pleases something inside of me. I'll show you what I meant earlier by the poles. If you look up there, in fact, I'll take you around to the other side. I don't know if it's supposed to go in there, like right up into this bit, or between the door and the mesh in there. Like I said, there's no real instructions with it, so I'm not sure. But it seems to be well made. I do really like it. I've got nothing else to say about it, to be honest. The only negative that I have had was the condensation inside, but with a single skin tent, the time of year that I used it with 2 people in, it was to be expected. It was kind of my own fault, so not making that mistake again. All in all, though, I do quite rate it. Can't wait to get the hot tent out. It's going to be 6 months though. Ugh. Anyway, thank you for watching. Enjoy the rest of your day.